Fala galera, bem-vindos ao canal com mais um vídeo. Tempo de volta com vocês com mais um Starfield. E vamos começar aqui. Temos que falar com o Barrett. Vamos ver o que ele vai falar aqui. Como nos últimos vídeos vocês viram, a gente estava comercializando aqui. O...
I don't know about you, but a fella could do a lot worse than Constellation.
Sure, I've got a minute.
I'm working hard, Captain.
You know, traveling with you has been more than just good old-fashioned fun. It's been, well, therapeutic.
Sente vontade é sempre o meu principal. Essas questões legais do Erwin. Não, vamos botar aqui.
Well, the fact is, you've had my back countless times already, and without you, I'd be exploring some random world alone, not realizing how much that bothered me.
Eu também sei consolar.
That's just a fact. Which brings me back to that plan I mentioned earlier. I think I know how to move forward now. But I'm going to need your help. My contact sent a gift. Seems real to me. So they found an insurance settlement. Irvin's employers got paid as compensation for sabotage. It seems that the mining company got a huge payout after they won the case against Irvin. We have the settlement paperwork from their insurance. Tons of money. Oh, also the cyber runner had to move on to other work, but sent me a passcode to some computer system. I'm not sure what it goes to yet. We can just hold on to it until we figure it out. But anyway, we have enough to move forward. The missing piece here is proving that Irvin was framed. So I discovered that Irvin's original lawyer still practices law. And she'll look over everything we found. Oh, detective. I like the sound of that. If I'm the detective, does that make you my trustworthy and sensible partner with a heart of gold? Well, I can work with that. Detective Barrett at your service. Anyway, we should take everything to the lawyer and see what she says. Maybe she reviews it and decides we have no case, or we need more evidence. I don't know. If we don't have a case, I can probably let it go. But I have to try. Fantastic. I knew I could count on you. You're as reliable as an atomic clock. I've sent a list of everything we've found so far to the lawyer on Gagarin. You know, I actually feel optimistic about this. Lead the way, detective.
Beleza, agora a gente vai. Ó, quebra de contrato, vamos lá. A gente já tá aqui. Beleza, vamos para Gagarin. Seja lá onde que foi isso daí. Vamos primeiro pra lá.
Go ahead. I'll take your credits, sure. Honestly, been kinda dull. Kill for a little action.
United Colony Space. Please maintain course and prepare to be scanned. And we're done. Feel free.
Alto posto Gagarin.
Time to park, Isabel. Elliot's still taking names and holding people accountable around. I was just thinking that this is about what Irvin saw all those years ago when he arrived. He probably stood here thinking that he was going to make things better. He had a good heart. Oh, you remind me of him sometimes, wanting to make things right. And when you said it out loud, you know, I actually believe we can do it. I just hope our lawyer is as confident. Right. She said she would meet us at our office when we arrive. Hopefully she can tell us what we need to do in order to clear Irvin's name. Let's stick together, though. Gagarin isn't a huge town, but it's not the kind of town that I want to get lost in.
Antes da gente ir, deixa eu vir aqui no console de controle.
Welcome to Gagarin. Your ship need fuel? Repairs? Got anything you need to offload? Nothing for us to do. Sure, have at it.
Vamos ver o que eles têm em termos de... Nada tão diferente do que a gente já viu até agora.
I'm sure you can find something you like.
Ah, eu tô tentando mexer aqui, mas é mais fácil eu tentar ver o que a gente tem que ir de nave em termos do que a gente possa comprar. Indicador. Isso que só precisa fazer um upgrade de arma. Da nave é até que é legal, hein? Nave diferente, tá vendo? Ranger 2. Murasami. Ah, posso substituir esse pedaço aqui de baixo aqui. Uma área de habitacional, né? Aqui eu só preciso botar um... Ah, deixa eu fazer uma coisa aqui, pera aí.
Sure, have at it.
Vamos botar Kepler de... Agora eu vou comparar as naves com as naves que ele tem com a Kepler. A Kepler ela tá mais... A Kepler ela é mais dotada de...
I'm sure you can find something you like.
Deixa eu ver. O que eu tenho pra vender aqui? Apesar de que essas naves aqui eu não tô muito didático a vender. Até porque também essas naves, fora aquela penúltima que eu roubei.
But Reliant Medical, Archmite, and Satori Mills are dedicated to Gagarin. We were just hoping Gagarin could show the same dedication.
Been an uptick in strongly worded.
This is Ellie's dolls.
Vamos ver aqui então. Oh.
Well, well, well. Barrett, you're actually here. Astounding.
Ellie! Ellie, come on. I promised we'd stop by, didn't I?
People make promises all the time, Barrett. And most folks try to avoid Gagarin, not visit it. Anyway, I'm glad you made it out here. We have work to do, don't we?
Vamos perguntar isso aqui.
It's not a resort. It's a working town run by mining corporations. You don't come here unless you need to, and you don't stay unless you have to.
Or unless you're a bright-eyed, optimistic lawyer who genuinely wants to make things better for others. Right, Ellie?
You're kind, Barrett. Yes, I suppose there's that type of person as well. Down to business. Perfect. What do you already know?
So we already know that Irvin worked for Hephaestus Mining Company years ago, and they blamed him for catastrophic economic and ecological issues here on Gagarin.
Yes. He lost his case because he didn't defend himself, and we had almost no evidence without him.
I recall receiving a message asking him to appear in court a day after his funeral.
An unfortunate reality of interplanetary legal communiques, I'm afraid. Well, we can bring the case to a judge here if we have new evidence or a witness.
What about the evidence we found so far?
Yes, well, about that. It's just not enough. In order for me to go before a judge, I'd like to have some solid evidence pertaining to motive. The courts won't entertain a challenge to its ruling unless we're sure that something major was missed in the original trial.
What was the motive from the original trial?
We had no solid motive after our witness withdrew his testimony. Yeah, we need something major. Documentation, recordings, a witness, something.
It's been so long. How could we find anything like that?
I've thought about this a lot since the original case. The mine that Irvin worked at was shuttered in 2309. They probably still have documents relating to whatever happened there with him.
De que me mandaram, Barrett sabe que eu trabalhava. Não, vamos.
That's where you come in. I don't know which mine he worked at when the incident took place. In theory, you could find that information on a foundry terminal, if you can access it. You'll need a passcode. That's the hard part. Besides the foundry records, there also might be something in Irvin's apartment. If he knew he was being framed, he might have held on to some documents there.
Eu vou escolher apartamento, ainda pode ainda. Deixa eu ver do que nós estamos falando. Vamos botar aqui.
Makes sense to me.
You've been hanging on to that old apartment this whole time, Barrett?
Yeah, it was easier to not bother with it. Not like it's worth anything in this economy anyway.
I hope you still have the key.
I have it. Figured maybe I'd sell it while we were here anyway. May as well, right?
Hopefully, that's enough to work with for now. If you'll excuse me, I have to get some court documents ready for this case.
I should still have the key to Irvin's apartment. I hope it's worth our time, but I can't be sure. Irvin's old apartment isn't far from here. I doubt there's much in there, but it's good to check.
Então vamos pro apartamento do Irving. A senha.
I heard there's a bunch of old abandoned mines up here.
Use this key. After you, Captain. Probably never intended for these walkways to last this long. Wait a sec. What about this safe? I bet it's locked by a terminal. You're done? Impressive.
Não era necessário, então provavelmente a gente vai ter um computador por aqui. Que dá inclusive acesso ao andar de baixo.
Urban didn't live here for long, but he certainly had a lot of junk here. I had no idea.
Esse cara era sujo de
Well,
mundo,
I'll
hein?
be. If you ever doubted Irvin's genius, look at all this. Still chugging along 20 years later. Hold on. Is that what I think it is?
Tem até a carta aqui do Barrett. Abrir especialista, beleza. Deixa eu ver se eu encontro alguma coisa melhor aqui. Os dois são iguais.
Aha! Look at that. We go to town hall. Bet we can get a copy of that hunting license. Is that Urban's employment contract? Let me see. No idea what mine H363 is. But we could search for it at the Foundry database. All right, we've got some solid leads, it looks like. The employment contract and the hunting license at Town Hall. And as the lawyer, she's probably right. The burden of proof is sky high on this one. It's likely already in orbit. It was a bit strange going through Irvin's old things, though. I was hoping for some old pictures, but nothing. What's that you have there? A plant? Yes, and it was always a remarkable species with an even more remarkable story. I wonder if the same is true for this guy. I'm not sure. It might not even be a plant. It might technically be a fungus. But there's probably a reason why Irvin tried his best to keep it alive. When we get back home, I'll go through some of his research notes. It might tell us something more about this plant. Hopefully it's not poisonous. No, maybe not. But it helps me. Irvin was the last person to handle this plant. It mattered to him. No matter how the case goes, this warms my heart. I didn't expect to find it, but I love that I did. In any event, I'll go through Irvin's notes in more detail later. There's probably a flowchart somewhere with this little guy's name on it. Oh, on that note, we should give it a name. I'm thinking something simple yet refined. What do you think of Harvey? Then it's unanimous. Okay, the three of us should get back to it. You, me, and Harvey have a case to solve.
Vamos para essa prefeitura então. Ah, pistola.
Our last head of security was a real hard ass. Now the chief Pretorius.
You from off-world? Well, if you like your destinations hot and dusty, Garen's got you covered.
Hopefully that public access computer is still working. You ever read about the early history of spaceflight? So political. So familiar. The hunting license was sponsored by Hephaestus after all. Ellie will be very interested to see this.
Ah, mas agora a gente tem que vamos ao distrito da fábrica. Porque aí, na hora que eu voltar pra advogada, eu quero voltar. A gente faz uma viagem só, né? Ah, pera aí, vamos entrar como convidado.
Coordinates look valid to me. Imagine Irvin thinking the same thing all those years ago. Just a job, right? Well, at least we know where to keep looking, right? I guess we'll see what state the mine is in. It's possible they collapsed it before they left. We just won't know until we get there. If that's the case, we'll just have to figure something out.
Tá, vamos falar aqui com...
Evans didn't even have time to get my lunch. Look at you, so clean. First, I don't have any money to give you. I'm sorry. Not now. I'm trying to hide myself to go back to work. Can this wait? Pretty busy. Trying to relax here.
Not sure if we need that, but okay.
Need to talk to Dr. Kiala about my knee soon. I knew I shouldn't have locked eyes with you. Dang it. What do you need?
Tá, vamos lá, a gente precisa ir.
Guess my usual lunch buddy isn't here today. Oh well.
Ah, eu peguei essa aí, ainda aí. Deixa eu ver aqui primeiro aqui.
You're back. Well, what did you uncover?
We got it from town hall and everything. It's the real deal.
I see. This sort of thing works well for the narrative of our case, but we will need more evidence to bring it to a judge.
We're on it, Ellie. Don't worry.
Well, I like the sound of that. Okay, now that is a solid lead. Well, don't let me stop you while you're on a roll, detectives. We can talk more later.
matter how long we're gone.
A gente transporta pra lá.
Ready for touchdown.
Careful. This place was shuttered 20 years ago, but it might have new tenants now.
Esse aqui deve ser o tal do bicho que eles estavam caçando, tá vendo? É um bicho bem estranho, hein?
Well, they don't need it now.
Então, vamos ver aqui dentro aqui.
What was that? Whoa! Oh, good! I was wondering when we'd get to this.
Não mandou pessoal, não sei nem o que é aquilo ali, porque tá, entramos aqui com dois bichos dentro, beleza. Vamos. Vamos fazer aqui por partes aqui.
This looks promising. This looks like administration. Company records. Bingo.
O status da mina. Empregados. Deve mandar para o doutor local. Ajudador do recurso projeto. Padrão de 2 anos. Vamos abrir especialista, beleza. Estação.
Oh. All right. Now let's go find Irvin and Helge's lab stations.
Vamos lá. Só pode ser aqui, beleza. Esse aqui é o do médico. Esse aqui eu acho que é o do médico. Esse que tá mais pro do... Deixa eu ter uma outra anotação aqui. Aqui para esse terminal de segurança. Vamos lá. Tá, aqui é a saída pra... Tá. Vamos descer. O negócio ainda tá ativo, tá vendo? Nós temos bichos por ali. Parece um ovo. Fazer uma mudança aqui. Tá, eles estão cá embaixo. Que a gente sobe.
Lights are on down here at least. That's good.
Deixa eu ver aqui. Vou deixar isso aqui por enquanto. Então, por aqui que a gente...
It was the destruction of the bacterial colonies, not the apex predators. So, they ruined the ecosystem here, and it had nothing to do with Irvin. This is it. This is what Ellie needs to see. More of this galaxy than most folks, but that will always be impressive. Did someone order extra Barrett?
Tô vendo aqui. Quem vai pra cima vai pra baixo. Vai pra cima. Não, a gente consegue entrar em tudo menos aqui. Aqui eu tenho que usar o... Que não tem nada demais aqui. Vamos lá. Tem mais um aqui para lidar. Parte da estrutura entra em colapso.
if we leave a few things here and make a second trip.
Vamos lá, estudos.
Seems like Helgi tried to do the right thing here. I'm sure Ellie would want to see this. He's citing numerous ethics violations dating back before Urban's time, and Hephaestus just ignored him. Bam! You're welcome, everyone. All day long. This 1,000 times. Don't you forget it.
Então, tá vendo? Isso aqui é uma caverna inteira. Vamos vir pra cá, então.
carrying a lot. Do you want to take a moment to shuffle things around?
Então, como é que eu vou conseguir uma senha com funcionário aqui? Não, não tem como. Eu vou voltar pra lá.
All yours.
Deixa eu fazer uma coisa aqui. Tá, eu roubei. Não vamos esquecer, eu peguei uma senha.
Hey, you might want this. You don't need to be a botanist to know Harvey. Yep. Take this. Enjoy. Dusty! What's going on? Back to the case.
Smells like the Centauri Mills plant is making a new test batch of something.
I heard the story about a kid who was walking.
Apparently, the corporate execs are talking about building their own priority catwalks above the city. You been up there? Good luck.
Are you You lost her waiting for somebody? Not looking to chat, friend.
I should take a nap.
Countless planets to explore, and we're here exploring pockets.
Can't believe my break is almost over already.
Clint got a new delivery in. You want to go take a look?
Depends. Is new shipment coming from Sidonia or New Atlantis?
Sidonia.
Pass. All the stuff they ship in from Sidonia tastes like dust. It's vacuum sealed.
Wish I packed a lunch today.
More dust for you.
End of the colony war hit Gagarin hard. City's just finally getting back on its feet. You still want to do that hike?
I don't know. Is this a bad idea?
It's a hike. We'll get out of the damn city. Remember what the horizon was.
In the sun, with dust devils chasing us.
You just want to go to Lizzie's?
No one's going to eat us there.
Wonder if Clint got my order in yet.
You can't just do that. Come on.
Ah, pensei que dava pra fazer. Vamos carregar. O problema é que deu que a gente tá num
May as well, right?
Com 2 tiros a gente derruba. Mas não é pra cá que eu quero ir, não. Vamos pra cá.
Seems clear. Well, back to business.
Não, consiga 100 com funcionar, pô, eu consigo. Eu tinha pego com aquele cara. Engraçado que tá me dando combate. Eu não tô de combate. Não estamos mais em combate. Agora vamos. Não consigo, continuo não conseguindo.
I have something for you.
Agora sim.
Hey, you might want this.
Cadê Barrett?
If my services are inadequate, please leave a complaint so I can improve.
You from off-world? If you like your destinations hot and dusty, Gagarin's got you covered.
Someone painted some choice words on
My mom said the other day she's going to ship me off.
Tá, eu peguei uma senha que eu não peguei senha, né? Não sei por que eu... Não tá marcando pra mim.
Hello?
Welcome back, detectives.
Ellie, I sent you
Welcome
all the
back,
data
you two.
from the mine already.
How was the trip to the mine?
You're gonna love this, Ellie.
Okay, someone better tell me. Come on.
We found the coordinates to Irvin's old work site and went there. Huge battle. Fire, explosions. Pew, 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 pew.
Barrett, please.
You should have seen the plants in there, too. Weird stuff. Anyway, you read over the documents we found there, right? What do you think?
What you both found in that mine is remarkable. These documents show that the chemicals released by the mining process contaminated the ecology even before Irvin was tasked with removing the predators. And they also show that Helgi informed Hephaestus of the issue, and it was repeatedly ignored. And with that, I think we've got ourselves a case, my friends.
Yes! That's what I wanted to hear, Ellie. Woo!
Yes, but it's still likely to lose. Because what we really need now is Helgi as our witness, and that is a problem. Helgi's documents are nothing without him there in court, explaining them to the judge.
Does Helgi still live around here by any chance?
Sort of. He's, unpredictable, though. You might ask Dr. Kayala. She checks up on folks who fall through the cracks sometimes. You'd have to convince her to tell you where he is. That might be hard.
Sounds like we're making a stop at the med clinic. We'll be back when we convince Helgi to be a witness.
Listen, if he refuses, then he refuses. Can't force him.
Yeah, we don't want to press him too hard. The last thing we need is him refuting what he wrote. This is going to take a light touch, but I think we can handle it.
Vamos lá.
If there's harder work than Mandela Foundry and mines in Gagarin, I haven't found it. All these fancy new businesses going up and...
Do you need medical assistance? Are you injured? Is there something I can help you two with?
Do you happen to know Dr. Helgi Hodgson? We're trying to get his help with something.
Sorry, who are you exactly?
We're detectives. Self-taught and unaffiliated. Freelance detectives. With the emphasis on the free part.
Wait, what? Detectives? Sorry, I don't think I know what you're talking about. No, not really. I mean, there's Irvin the Slaughterer and Irvin the Scourge of Gagarin, but I doubt that's the same person, right? I'm sorry, I'm not a tour guide. You'll have to ask somebody else.
We're trying to help him. And Gagarin, actually.
Only every single time I see him. But listen, I don't have time to chat. Ellie's a good person. That bodes well, but I can't violate my oaths. I'm sorry. Listen, I can say that Helgi took up a job working at Clint's store just down the way. I saw him there stacking boxes the last time I picked up an order. I've got to get back to my work here, so... if there's nothing else... So you're an empath? Very few people have this gift, or curse, depending on how you look at it. There have been some clinical trials of a regimen that can suppress this talent, permanently. It's perfectly safe, assuming you're interested. Take all the time you need. It's a big decision.
Ah, a gente pode... Nossa, pode zerar a empatia. Aqui em cima.
If you have any problems, you should talk to Chief.
Welcome to Clint's. Whatever you need, I'm sure I've got it lying around somewhere. Except mech parts. Don't trade those anymore, so don't waste your time asking. If you need anything, just follow the sound of falling inventory. You'll find me eventually.
Funny you ask, because I'd like to know too.
He owes me a sizable debt.
Pagar 4.000 com baixa de réu em troca de uma pista.
I don't want to be mixed up with anything like that. You might be right. Yeah, sure they do. We'll see who gets tired of this first. Sorry, that's your business, not mine. Try asking Delitso in security. I had an incident with Helgi the other day, and security brought us both in for questioning. You sure you got the right person? Helgi and I have had several run-ins in the past. For me, yes. But there's a lot of water.
We just need someone to serve as his character witness, given your long-standing reputation in the city.
Sure, I can say a few words. I like Helgi, but fair warning, I'm not gonna lie for him. If I'm testifying under oath, it'll be full of the good and the bad.
Wouldn't expect anything less.
May not look like much, but there are some quality pieces in here. Just gotta find them.
The Terrabrew kiosk still busted? I swear, last time that thing worked, there were still humans on Earth.
Man, could I use a vacation?
Aqui.
I know you can bypass this system's security.
Ah, tell me you're here to just report a good old-fashioned crime? If I have to deal with one more corporate exec begging for special treatment, I'll eat my badge. You know, your stand-up routine leaves something to be desired. Though if you're gunning for a personalized tour of one of Gagarin's holding cells, that can certainly be arranged. But I think we might have gotten off on the wrong foot. I'm Delitso Pretorius, UC Security Chief. It's our job to deal with any law breaking around Gagarin, and we take that job very seriously. Now, was there something I can help you with? If you need to file a report on him, please use the computer there.
How long would that take?
5 to 10 business days. Now please, move on. Good. She could use their help. She would agree that following procedure by filing their report is your best option, legally. Help you with something? Depends on what we're talking about. What's this for? Another one of Yankton's crusades, huh? Gotta hand it to her. She doesn't know the meaning of the word quit.
Well, we're concerned the defense might have an unkind word or two about the doctor during cross-examination.
By doctor, you mean Helgi. It's true. We brought him in for a D&D, but he spent half the time apologizing, and even helped clean up the mess the next day. He's all right in my book. And keep in mind, it's a very big book. It's got the name of every criminal, delinquent, and rule breaker in Gagarin. But you won't find Helgi's name inside.
That's good to hear. If we need you, Ellie Yankton will be in touch.
Yeah. Have her ping my secretary. Be safe.
Tá, vamos falar com o Barrett então.
So, were you able to find anything? He must have fallen on hard times. Not surprising, given all that he's had to endure. Let's hope he's in the mood to talk. You don't need to be a botanist to know Harvey's probably thirsty. 20 years is a long time to go without a drink. Yeah, I do. How did you know? Got something on your mind? Lay it on me. Well, I hope I've got a good answer for you. You know what? I think we actually might have a shot at clearing Irvin's name. Of course. We're working on this case together, after all. And I trust you. So please, continue. It's one of my husband's botanical experiments. Somehow it survived alone without sunlight or water or any kind of care. I wonder if he knew that it could survive without him for so long. Oh, he would have loved to be part of this investigation, I bet. He always loved making things right. Thanks for listening. Did you have any other personal questions, or was that it? I don't know if people still curse Irvin's name around here. If there's any resentment left, we'll fix it.
Tá, tem que falar com... É isso que eu acho estranho aqui.
Dusty, how's it going? I might have some room in here. Let's see. Mm-hmm. Go on. I'm all ears.
Cara, estranho, não tem que...
Good talk. Of course. Ask away. Of course. I'll tell you what I can. Gagarin has seen some better days.
Saber, vamos lá pra baixo.
Security's usually good about
E provavelmente a gente vai, eu vou ter que vir.
Flint recently? You get crushed under all that crap?
I don't suppose you're here to tell me I've won a ticket to a new planet, huh?
Sorry, Doctor. Not today. We came to Gagarin to investigate Irvin Mandani's contract with the mining company a long time ago. Ring any bells?
Irvin, yeah. Biologist. Hunter. Yeah, I remember him. Why? Who are you people? Then find the history slate and Ancient history slit. Because that's what it is.
Please. Irvin was once one of your colleagues. He was the one Hephaestus blamed for an ecological disaster about 20 years ago. Do you remember any of that?
No, I don't remember lies. He passed on. That's a kick in the pants, isn't it? Well, sorry for your loss and all that, but I can't bring back the dead or anything. So you can go now. Thanks.
Look, I know this is strange. We show up out of the blue about things that happened decades ago. But right now, nobody save us knows the truth. And that means we're the only ones who can clear Irvin's name.
And what of it? You probably think the sky is blue too. Well, you'd be wrong. It's whatever color Hephaestus says it is.
Only if you let them. You're a scientist. Your words matter. That's why we need you to testify.
Testify? The trial is over, the verdict rendered. In case you two clowns didn't get the memo. Ellie Yankton? But why? Ah, it doesn't matter. Nothing's changed. I cannot do that. Why is this so hard to understand here?
Tá, Nossa, Tem 3 turnos pra tentar convencer ele. Cada acerto, eu não perco o turno.
Been a thorn in my side, back and foot for 20 years. Maybe it's time I just pull it out. I really doubt it.
Não, vamos persuasão automática.
Okay, I get it. I just need a second to think. Yeah, you may have a point. Fine, you've convinced me. I'd be willing to testify on one condition. I want to know what happened to Irvin. Because when he disappeared, let's just say I had an epiphany. Hephaestus didn't need to say a word. That's when I knew the threats against me and my family were real.
Dr. Hawkson, it wasn't Hephaestus that took Irvin's life. It was the war. Irvin was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Caught in the crossfire.
Then I am sorry for your loss. It won't change the past for either of us. But I will testify. And maybe, wherever Irvin is, you'll be glad that we can finally stick it to those assholes at Hephaestus.
Thank you, Doctor.
Yeah, don't get all mushy on me now. I need a drink.
Tá aberto, continua.
Helge's testimony should make this go a lot smoother. For you? Go ahead, ask me anything. You know what? You know what? I think we actually might have a shot at clearing Irvin's name. Of course. We're working on this case together, after all. And I trust you. So please, continue.
Deixa eu fazer essas outras perguntas, de repente eu consigo...
He took an ancient plant from a moon that had been ejected from its planetary orbit, and he genetically modified it somehow. That's when it started smelling so good, too. I told him to let me know when he found a pizza plant. Then maybe I'd develop a green thumb. Honestly, I didn't want to think about it, any of it. And I know how that sounds, I do. But when I found that artifact, I realized I had to get my house in order before I could move on. The visions pushed me forward, but my pain, my doubt, it holds me back. And I just feel like I'm splitting in half sometimes. Yeah, he did it as a favor to one of his colleagues from his university days. Plus, it paid well. And it didn't seem that complicated. Gagarin has more apartments for sale than buyers, so it was cheap. And the contract was for a month, so it made sense. Yes, he was one of the first people I met when I moved into the lodge. His room used to be full of plants. The humidity was hard to get used to. No worries. I think he would have liked you for what it's worth. Anywho, did you want to discuss anything else? Let me know if there's anything else. Hopefully, this will be enough to clear Irvin's name.
Tá, eu não consigo liberar.
Apparently the corporate execs are talking about building their own priority catwalks above the city. You been up there? Good luck.
Mais nada pra roubar. Cara, eu consegui roubar tudo que eu e mesmo assim ele não libera, tá vendo?
You're not on my calendar. Is this Archmite related? I'm on Gagarin to make money, not friends.
Let's get back to Ellie. She'll want to know how...
Okay, you two, lay it on me. Did you find Helgi? Did he agree to testify?
Well, we've got good news and... well, that's it. Just more good news.
Okay. Does that mean he said yes? Delitso is an ideal character witness, so that is a relief. Well, you two have done all that you could. Now it's time to hand the baton off to me.
What do you think, Ellie? Do we have a chance?
The evidence you've gathered is impressive. It truly is.
So what's the verdict? In this case, I'd say spoilers are appreciated.
I almost never say this, because I don't want to jinx it, but I think this case is a slam dunk.
Huzzah! That's what I like to hear.
I think we can do everything on our checklist. Clear Irvin of any wrongdoing, charge Hephaestus with the cover-up, and even restore Helgi, Dr. Hawkson's standing in the scientific community. All in all, though, really outstanding work. We wouldn't have gotten this far without your efforts. And I've got to imagine that wherever Irvin is, he appreciates it too.
Agreed, Ellie. And thanks for being our anchor in this. We should probably get out of Ellie's way and let her do her thing. We can talk more in private.
Vamos lá então.
Wow, we actually did it! Solved the case. And hopefully cleared Irvin's name. I feel like... what's the old saying? A great weight has been lifted off my shoulders? But it's actually true. I feel like I'm 80% biomass and 20% aerogel. You're right. But I'm confident Ellie's correct about the outcome. If nothing else, the court of public opinion is going to side with Irvin. If we lose, we can always leak the docs to SSNN. I'm feeling great. Although I could do with some wine and cheese. Why stop at emotional satisfaction when we can indulge in the culinary too? But if I can be serious for a moment, thank you. I couldn't have done this without your help. That makes 2 of us. 3 if you count Harvey. And who wouldn't? He's practically family. In fact, Harvey's got a little explorer in him too. According to this slate I found, turns out that our spiky friend's been all across the galaxy. I doubt it. Harvey's a wanderer. Getting lost is how he finds his way home. We've been through a lot, haven't we? I had forgotten what it was like to work with someone so closely. On top of everything else we've done together and with Constellation, yeah, I think so. Investigating Irvin's case with you is something I'll remember forever. I've come to realize that some events, some people, stand out as pillars of my life. Is it? Well, I guess it is. You noticed that, huh? I suppose I should just keep going and get it all out of my system. It'll do me some good. We only get a brief moment in this universe to interact, to feel, to be who we are and experience the range of emotions that our bodies and minds have evolved to comprehend. And the definition of that changes for everybody. If one is fortunate, you might even notice events and people changing you while it is in motion. I know I certainly am. I've explored many worlds, and I've worked with Constellation for most of my life. I cherish those memories. But you have changed me as a person forever. I don't want to look back years from now and wonder what if. I need to know what you think about us. You took the words right out of my mouth. Now, mind if we get back to exploring this beautiful, mysterious universe with me, Captain?
Vamos lá, o que que acontece? Olha, vanguarda. Vambora. Tá bom, não tem nada ali.
Did you hear? The trial was a success. And not only that, some of the zoologists of past have even asked me to write the paper.
I don't miss all the extra heat from the old forges, that's for sure.
I've got applications in an Arcmite and Reliant. And I know most of the other applicants might think I'm a shoo-in.
Lost? The trick to the catwalks? Just keep turning right.
Tá bom, então conseguimos. Terminamos mais um. A gente conseguiu. Terminamos aqui a missão do Barrett, né? E vamos seguir em frente.
Whoa there. Nerves on edge.
Burro. Apertamos tão errado. Vamos aqui pro olho. Eu vou continuar aqui. Eu vou fazer esse. Gente, eu vou... Vamos ver se a gente tem alguma coisa aqui no olho aqui antes de ir pra... Vou fazer o seguinte. A gente vai na próxima missão, a gente vai pra Massada. De lá a gente... Eu vou finalizar isso aqui. Eu vou fazer... Tá, ele tá ali, ó.
Spend so much time looking at the scans. I can see star systems orbiting in my head. Oh, sore. One too many squats. Haven't made a match yet. Sorry. Still need... Let's deal. Draw the words another time then.
Então vamos lá, gente. Eu vou ficando por aqui. Se vocês gostaram, deixa o like, se inscreva no canal. Até a próxima com mais vídeo. Valeu.